Hi, I'm Balasubramanian. In this video, we are going to see 8th Standard Biology, Chapter 4 Ecosystem. In this lesson, we are going to learn about ecosystem and components of an ecosystem. Okay, first thing, environment. What does mean by environment? We have to know this. The physical and biological world where we live is called environment. Environment is nothing but surroundings. Okay, it has air, water, soil, and organisms like plants, animals, human beings, and microorganisms like bacteria and fungi. So these are all the present in the environment. All together maintain the balance in the environment. Okay. Now, ecosystem. What does mean by ecosystem? Ecosystem is a group or community of biotic and abiotic factors and their interrelationship. Okay, so look at the picture. With the help of this picture, we will understand ecosystem. Okay, here plants grow on the soil. Clearly, right? Plants depend soil for getting water, minerals, and everything, right? Likewise, plants also depend sun for getting light. Okay, right. So with the help of all these factors, plants can make their own food. Okay, right. Look at the picture. This one. See, rabbits organism. So depending plants for getting food. Okay. So rabbit is called a primary consumer, or we can say herbivores. Okay, herbivores nothing but animals which eat only plants. And look at this, it's a large animal. Okay, right, it's nothing but wolf depending rabbit for getting food. Okay, right. So with the help of this picture you will understand very clearly about ecosystems. All organisms interlinked to one another. Okay, right. Why? To get food. Okay, right. Here the living organisms interact with the one another through their food chains, mainly food. Here all animals interdependence mainly for food. Okay, right. See, the term ecosystems derived from the word quikos, meaning nothing but house. Okay, what is the word? Quikos. The meaning is house. Okay, right. Next, components of ecosystem. There are two important components. One is biotic components, another one is abiotic components. Okay, biotic components includes three factors. One is producers, consumers, decomposers. Okay, right. Here producers nothing but green plants can make their own food. Okay, consumers nothing but organisms which depend other for getting food. Okay, so consumers unable to prepare their own food always. Okay, so always depending other for getting food. Okay, right. Then decomposers nothing but organisms which break down dead and decaying organisms and feed on them, right? In consumer itself, three types. One is primary consumer, secondary consumer, tertiary consumer. Okay, right. Next one is abiotic components. Abiotic components is nothing but non-living things. Okay, right. It include sunlight, air, water, humidity, soil, and temperature. Here, biotic components is nothing but living things. Abiotic components is nothing but non-living things. Okay, right. Okay, biotic components of an ecosystem, right? So look at the picture. By seeing this picture, definitely you will understand. Okay, plants, animals, microbes include bacteria, fungi, decomposers like earthworm. Okay, here, what does mean by biotic? Biotic is nothing but living organisms. Biotic factors nothing but living organisms in an ecosystem. See, here we have examples. Already said that plants, animals, fungi, and bacteria. Right. See, biotic components divide into three types. Already said that producer, consumers, decomposers. Okay, right. Now, producers. Green plants are called a producers, or we can say autotrophs, because plant can make their own food with the helping of sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide. The help of all these factors, plants can make their own, because plants leaves contains green pigment called chlorophyll. This chlorophyll traps energy from the sunlight and water, carbon dioxide. The help of all these factors, plants make their own food. Okay, right. So look at the picture, you will understand very clearly, right? So all green plants are producers, right? Now, consumer. So before that, you have to know what is consumer. See, organisms which are depend on others for food, because these type of organisms cannot make their own food. Okay, right. See, in consumer there are three types: herbivorous, carnivorous, omnivorous. Now, herbivorous, already said that. What is herbivorous? Animals which eat only plants are called herbivorous. Okay, right. So look at the picture. This all only eats plants. Plants means greens, stems, bark of the stem, fruits, flowers, like these products. Okay, right. See, here we have examples, many examples there: buffalo, goat, sheep, horse, deer, camel, ass, ox, elephant, monkey, squirrel, rabbit, and hippopotamus. So these are all the examples for the herbivores. Okay, right. What does mean by primary consumers? Okay, right. See, animals getting their food directly from the plants. Okay, right. This is what is called a primary consumer. Same example, all herbivores are primary consumer. Okay, because these kind of animals eats directly, getting food directly from the plants. Okay, right. See, cattle, deer, goat, caterpillars, insects, grasshoppers, termites, hummingbirds, or all the examples of primary consumers. Okay, right. Herbivorous means animals eats always plants. Okay, right. Next, carnivores. See, animals which eat only meat or flesh of other animals are called carnivores. Okay, carnivores nothing but fleshy eaters. That's all. Okay, right. Examples are lion, tiger, frog, vulture, kingfisher, lizard, wolf, snake, and hawk. Okay, so these are all the examples for carnivores. In carnivores itself, two types. One is small carnivores, another one is large carnivores. Okay, right. What does mean by small carnivores? See, small carnivores which feed on herbivores or primary consumers are called secondary consumers. Okay, simply we can say that small carnivores nothing but secondary consumer. Okay, right. Example: frog, lizard, bird, and fox. Okay, right. What is mean large carnivores? See, large carnivores which eats upon small carnivores is nothing but large carnivores eat secondary consumer. It's known as tertiary consumer. There are a lot of examples there: lion, tiger, and birds of prey. Okay, right. So these are all the examples for tertiary consumers. A very important thing: humans. So humans can be primary, secondary, tertiary consumers depending on the food which they eat. So look at the picture. This is for carnivores. Okay, right. Omnivorous. What does mean by omnivorous? So animals which eat both plants and animals. Okay, it's called as omnivorous. Okay, right. Here we have some example: man, dog, crow, sparrow, bear, myna, and ant. So these are the examples for omnivorous. Omnivorous nothing but animals can eat both plant as well as animals. Okay, right. See, humans. Humans are called omnivorous. Already said that. Okay, can eat both things, plant and plant products. Likewise, animals. Okay, something but goat, chicken, fish. In plants, grains, pulses, fruits, and vegetables. These all things can eat by the human being. Okay, right. So best example is human being. Keep remember, omnivorous nothing but can eat both plants and animals. Okay, right. Herbivorous nothing but animals which eats always plants. Carnivorous nothing but animals which eat only flesh of other animals. Omnivorous nothing but animals can eat both plants as well as animals. Okay, right. Next, decomposers. What does mean by decomposers? See, organisms which consume the dead remains of the other organisms. Nothing but organisms which break down dead and decaying organisms and feed on them. Okay, right. Finally converted into simple substances and stored in the soil. Okay, finally plants utilize the nutrients. Okay, see, here we have examples: bacteria and fungi. Right. So we discussed about biotic components. Okay, now, abiotic components. Abiotic means, already I said that, not living things. Okay, right. See, including physical factors like soil, water, air, light, temperature, pressure, and humidity, along with inorganic substances like carbon dioxide, nitrogen, oxygen, water, phosphorus, sulfur, sodium, potassium, calcium, and other elements present in them. Okay, right. So look at the picture. These are all abiotic components: wind, sunlight, soil, temperature, atmosphere, water. Okay, right. First one, sunlight. You all know clearly sunlight is a very important one for all organisms. Okay, so ultimate source of energy. Just imagine without sunlight, how can we live? So sunlight is a very important one. Okay, so all organisms depending sunlight. Okay, right. Especially plants. Plants depend sunlight for getting food, preparing food. Okay, right. Then we are all depending plants for getting food. Okay, right. See, and one more thing, most of the animals are active during daytime. It's a common thing, but few are special. That few animals are active during night time. Okay, this is what is called a nocturnal animals. Okay, so some kind of animals active during night time. Okay, examples are earthworm, bat, owl, and moth. Okay, right. Next, air. You all know clearly air is how is important to us. Okay, right. See, air is the mixture of several gases, mainly two important gases. One is oxygen, another one is carbon dioxide. So, oxygen is very important for respiration. Not only human beings, animals, and plants. Okay. See, during respiration, animals release carbon dioxide. Okay, that carbon dioxide is essential for plants. Okay, so plants utilize the carbon dioxide for make their food. Okay, right. See, both plants and animals use oxygen for respiration. It's a common thing. Okay, right. Here, carbon dioxide is exhaled by animals. Oxygen is given out by the plants during the photosynthesis process. Okay. Next one is water. You all know clearly how water is important to us. Okay, right. See, plant absorb water from the soil through the root. Okay, right. So water is a very essential one for all organisms. Okay, right. So without water we cannot be able to live. If you didn't take food, no problem, more than 3 days or 4 days we can be alive, but you didn't drink water, what will happen? Completely you will die. Okay, right. So water is very essential. Okay, right. See, water acts as a medium for transport the bodies of both plants and animals. So water only carries all important things in the animal's body and also plant part. Okay, right. Then water is very important, very essential for seed germination. Okay, right. And look at this picture. See, it's habitat. Water is a house for many animals. When comparing land and water, most of the animals lives in water. Okay, so water is a habitat. So nothing but a home. Okay, home for many animals. Okay, right. Next, humidity. What does mean by humidity? Humidity is a quantity representing the amount of water vapor in the atmosphere or in a gas. Okay, so with the help of the humidity we can measure the water vapor in the atmosphere. Okay, see, if it is excess, more than the limit, it's danger for all. Okay, right. So humidity also affects the type of organisms in an area, so it should be limit. If the humidity is increased, what will happen? It affects a natural life. Okay, right. Next one, soil. Soil is a very important one. Okay, it's abiotic factor, right? See, soil is the top layer of earth's surface, right, where the plants grow. Okay, right. See, it's a mixture of rock particles, minerals, microorganisms, and decomposed bodies of plants and animals. Okay, right. Then soil gives water to us, right? And also soil is a habitat. Okay, there are a lot of habitats used by the soil. Say grassland, desert, mountain, etc. Okay, we can say a lot of ecosystem. We can say a lot of habitats. Okay, right. See, soil is sometimes called as skin of the earth. Okay, right. See, soil provides medium for plant growth. So mainly plants grows on the soil. So main important factor, right? Already I said that soil is a home for many animals. Okay, when comparing water and soil, which means land, more animals lives in water. Okay, even land also gives some kind of habitats. Okay, right. Next one is temperature. So temperature also very very important one. Okay, right. So temperature determines the best climate and place for the survival of living organisms. So the temperature only determines the best climate. Okay, fix the best climate for surviving. Okay, right. See, sun's heat reaches the earth and make it warm. Before that, we are placing right distance from the sun, which means our planet placed a right distance from the sun. That is why you're receiving enough temperature. If you are placing second planet or fifth planet, what will happen? If you place a second planet or planet completely hot planet, okay. If you are placed a fifth planet, what will happen? Completely cold planet. So we are placing in between, and we are placing as third planet, okay. So we are receiving enough temperature, right? And also we have air. With the help of the air, this temperature carried all over the earth's surface, so it makes warm. Without air, what will happen? Our planet completely cold. Okay, so air is very very important to retain the temperature of the earth. Okay, right. Okay, all of you, I hope you all understood. Thank you.